Alright guys, welcome back to another Dokkan Battle video. So we're going to be talking about this celebration info that's both inside of the game right now and what's going to be coming. So what's in the game right now is that we got finally the Rosé EZA confirmed in the game on global side. So it is coming to both global and GP at the same time, which is really nice. Something called Inherited Hope. This is once per day, complete missions for Dragonstones. I have no idea what this is going to be. I obviously it's just going to get something for free Dragonstones. I wouldn't be surprised if it's something like how are getting right now, where it's just like another events to get like 5 stones or something a day. It only runs for the 7 days, so I am kind of curious to see what it is. Who knows if it's going to be like a link level event or like I was saying earlier, where it's just going to be like you get the stones every single day, and they're just giving more because of the end of the celebration. We also got 30 stones. I forgot to get up the thing, but we did get 30 stones, and then the other rewards for it being the end of the celebration. We actually got something pretty interesting. We got something that says that in the future, on Thursday, in about 2 weeks, a new type of item will become available: Link Skill Orb, which can be used to level up any skill, which will soon be implemented. Do not be surprised if this is something that unfortunately is paid for. Hopefully it is not, but you never know with these kind of items. Hopefully they're nice with it, and it's another thing that can help us not have to worry about equipment as much. But like I said, I would not be surprised if this is something that you had to unfortunately buy. Most of the time they always like with the meat and those energy items, they always like to give them first for people to test out first, and then later make it where it is purchasable or an add-on into future packs. So that is something to keep in mind. It does look very nice. And then if we go ahead and look at the celebration, we already have Phy Turles basically confirmed inside of the game. So if we look at JP celebration, it's going to be the exact same on global as it is here. Turles himself he's a weird case because he's really good, but his banner is like okay. Bardock returns, Yamcha's gonna return. Turles himself is like pretty good. um it's just that like you need to build up with him because he has like the 20% damage reduction. He has defense from here. He's got the good amount of key from here. It's just that you have to get there, in order for it to be that good. You have to be facing a Goku category ally for him to start getting that key support and then the 18% attack. Um, and then just everything else, like he's a really good offensive unit, I would say. Him raising attack infinitely as well, getting that small HP boost, like it does help. His active skill, from what I've seen, is alright as well. Unfortunately, it's just greatly, raising attack temporarily, so it doesn't look like it's anything special. I haven't seen talked about it too much, so who knows. Um, but yeah, like Turles is fine. I think he's okay. I don't think I think he's better as like a unit that you want to chase when he returns rather than when he does uh initially come out. But this unit is pretty good from what I've seen. This side banner unit is pretty good. Basically a STR Rikumen Goldo, but on crack. They are giving lots and lots of support, which is pretty nice. They are giving even more support for space traveling warriors. They are guarding against all attacks and getting damage reduction in the first attacker in the turn, which is, like I said, it's very good. You don't usually want to put him in the second or third slot, so that part doesn't really matter too much. Getting the defense on super rather than offense is pretty nice. But yeah, they're like a very dependable slot one unit that is just like Rikumen Goldo if they were a decent bit better. The other unit is not worth mentioning. I would feel like they just aren't good, unfortunately. They, from what the stuff that I've seen, they don't look good enough to be they just don't look good. Them being basically a worse Jason Birder, having a medium chance to dodge rather than that high chance to dodge, it does hurt. It really does. Um, this part right here, the chance of performing a critical and chance of evading, per space traveling warriors. Um, Attacking in the same turn self-excluded. This does not make it 50%. What it does is it counts as 2 dodge procs, so it's like 30%, and then you have the 20% chance to proc it. So that's also another reason why it's like a slightly worse one. But yeah, it's just not. And then only getting offense here, they're just not like worth it. But yeah, if you're a Turles fan, go ahead. You know, like I can't really say like don't summon for that. Like I said, the banner overall is pretty okay. Yamcha is he's slowly aging out, unfortunately. But the good thing is that like a lot of these events with AOE's and which is a very big problem right now. He's as long as he dodges, he's fine. If he doesn't dodge, he's not fine. Bardock, being the #1 Bardock fan, all right, one of the biggest Bardock fans, unfortunately. This guy is he's just not good. Again, his defense numbers are just aren't there. His offense is pretty good, but his defense numbers just aren't there. And he has one of the worst like intro OSTs in the game. Like it has such a good start and then it loops way too fast. Gonna get Dragon Ball Story, which is pretty nice. You can get free Dragon Stones. A new Prime battle for Dr. Wheelo. He honestly looks pretty nice. Like I'm somewhat excited for him, but I haven't actually seen too much of his kit in game. If we go down over here, we could see the new EZAs as well. So from what I've seen, this Turles Gray Ape or Giant Ape actually does link pretty well with the physical Turles, and as long as you can like have like, you know, the slot 1 unit, is it Almond and Raisin or something? I can't remember what their name was. Yeah, Almond and Raisin. They are like, if you have this guy in slot 3, Turles in slot 2, physical Turles in slot 2, and then these guys in slot 1, it could be like a pretty powerful rotation. And like I said, he seems pretty like decent, but again, it's probably something that I have to test in game to like properly see. But from what I've heard, I've heard some good things about him. This guy too, as long as you can get the orbs, of course, he's a good Power of Wishes category ally support unit. It's getting lots of attack and defense and critical chance per orb obtained. He's getting the orb changing, of course, and then another orb changing when he's 59% or less, and then gets an additional attack for that, so it could really help you out. He's raising defense for all allies, so he's like a generally good support unit from what I've seen. Of course, it's probably best to go full dodge into this guy, but it really is up to you. Then if we go back and we see this, we got another Ultimate Clash, pretty nice, Super Sale, all that stuff, another step ups, all that. Go Bros EZA, unfortunately I don't see this guy's talked about a lot. Not much to say about them. They did the best that they could, but it wasn't enough, unfortunately. They're very, very offensive powerhouses, but when in a game of all defense, unfortunately, just it doesn't really matter, you know. Them getting the 158% attack and defense at the start of the turn is just, like I said, not enough. But they do get like the 59% here. They get build up here. They get defense here. And the only issue is that this unit is, like I was saying, it's just all flat stats. There's no defensive utility. There's no dodge. There's no guard. There's no anything to help them out with surviving. And because of that, it makes it where if you're not like facing like an AGL opponent, this guy's probably gonna be blasted. But again, these guys are very good offensive powerhouses. So if you are able to protect them, from what I've seen, they are pretty good. But obviously you can't protect them all. Another explosive chain battle, extreme super battle road stage. That's all for part 1. If we go ahead and look at part 2, we can see that yeah. I don't know. Do I even comment on this? Do you guys need me to tell you not to summon? He sucks. He just sucks. There's so much part about him that like conflicts. There's so much bad parts about him that it's just he sucks. Keep us 5 when finishing. We're doing a final blow. um, keep us 5 when facing 2 or more enemies and attack 30% and 150% when performing an ultra super attack per existing enemy. Count starts from the second enemy. Then getting 100% attack and defense when performing a super attack when facing only one enemy. So the way that I'm pretty sure that this works is that you want to face multiple enemies, do super attacks with this guy, and then afterwards you could have this proc when there's only one enemy. But show me a single fight that is hard in the game right now that has multiple enemies at the start and then one single enemy at the end that is pretty hard. The answer is none. So yeah, and then again, finishing blow. Yeah, yippee. Active skill sucks. They need to stop doing it where it's literally nothing. I don't like it when it's just like attack raises temporarily. It's just stupid. It's worthless. It really is dumb because if you don't crit, it does no damage. When you do crit, it still does no damage. So yeah, pretty worthless. We got Super Strike. I actually can't remember his EZA off the top of my head. And again, another unit that I don't really see it talked about too often, but we can just check him out real quick. Attack, 6 or more, 8 or more, so not too bad. Medium chance of evading. Just an additional attack. He looks okay. I don't. Is that against like multiple? No, it's just Galaga. That's kind of weird that it's specifically that. Right. Whatever. It's free stones. That's all that really matters about super strikes. Most of the super strikes kind of suck except for like Jackie Chun. New missions for LGE and or LGE GT and then the Vegeta Fighting Legend. The Dokkan event comes back. Extreme G area, Saiyan Saga. I can't remember what this was for. Who is it for? Or is it just returning? Oh, it's just returning. Okay, my bad. We got Baton Battle, of course. New burst mode that is against the Turles Dokkan event. New challenge mode. I think I remember this. Isn't this one where you have to fight? And then yeah, it's just in each phase you're given 1 turn to defeat all 5 enemies. Battle ends when you to defeat all 5 enemies in 1 turn. Complete the missions you need to defeat enemies 9 times, 45 enemies total in 1 attempt. Yeah, so it's just like all AoE units. Use any Bulma support enemy, support item, and then clear the event 3 times. Clear 1 time. So you have to, okay, so it's a multiple. Damn, there's a ton of missions on here. Deal 1 or more million damage with 1 attack. 1.1. I don't know. You'd probably look up a guide for that one. Another world tournament. From what I remember, they really cooked with that one world tournament with the EZAs, and then every single world tournament afterwards has kind of sucked. I think this guy sucked, which is unfortunate, but it doesn't matter because the LR. And I don't remember there was a single person who was actually good here, but we could just check him real quick. Yeah, it's just like you. Oh yeah, man, we got to fill all of these conditions because you love it when there's multiple conditions on a unit, don't you guys? Raises attack infinitely. Who cares? LR exists, and also the physical TUR EZA. One, yeah, performing super attack. Yeah, guards all attacks in the same turn when there are exploding rage characters. Exploding rage isn't that good of a category, unfortunately. Like the main units are like physical God Goku. Wait, yeah, physical God Goku. Like this category is very small. It's very hard to just run exploding rage units, and not all of them are going to link up together, unfortunately. So yeah, whatever. Medium chance of guarding all attacks. Yep, you gotta love it. You gotta love the medium chance. You love to see it. I'm just gonna click off of that one. Guards all attacks for 1 turn from start of turn. High chance of guarding all attacks as first attacker in the turn. But he gets defense on super, so Well, I guess it's for 6 turns. But yeah, but he gets the defense from here. So I just don't like it when they do stuff like that where they want to like I think 23rd World Tournament Goku is the exact way that you would want to build a unit. If you're gonna make a unit who wants to be put in slot 1, don't make it where he gets most of his defense or a good majority of his defense post super. Because why are you doing that? I think the only exception is like Ins, Vegeta, and Trunks, who gets defense on their 12 key as well, just for 1 turn. But again, it's just so stupid. Why are you doing that? Oh, yeah. Hmm. I don't think there's enough in there to really say if he's. I think most of these units are bad, so probably just save your stuff and then just get like Int Piccolo. Just gets units like that, you know. Don't get these guys. Don't get those bums. And I also did see that there was something with like the extra part in here. I don't know if they'll do this. It was just like them doubling the Zen and giving new missions for the orbs or the equipments, and then bringing them back. Also the Giro event coming back to, you know, reward boost and recovery time shortened. Who knows if they'll bring this back? Hopefully they do. Oh yes, lunch guaranteed. Who's hungry, guys? Definitely not lunch. Don't worry. So yeah, there like we can. I wouldn't be surprised if they did this part as well, but we'll see. But yeah, that's basically the rundown of all the stuff to expect. I'm gonna be skipping the Turles banner, so if you don't see a summon video from me, I think you guys can understand why. I'm not that big of a Turles fan, and whenever I tell you guys to save or give you advice like that, I always try to follow that advice as well, because I know I'm a content creator, but at the end of the day, I don't want to just unenthusiastically summon on something. I want to summon on something that I'm actually passionate about and something that I like. And Physical Turles does not look like a unit that I would want to run at 55%, and a unit that I would want to use on my extreme teams regardless, unfortunately. Yeah, maybe I'll do discounts if they do drop discounts, but again, we'll see. But let me know what you guys think. You guys hyped for the celebration? I'm just gonna take the free stones and just, you know, just wait for like Super Saiyan 4 full power for Dragon Ball Heroes if they're actually good this year. Major cope, but yeah. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Leave a like if you guys liked the video. Leave a dislike if you disliked. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.